evening. We have 6 speakers for you, all different inspiring stories.
Yes, I had chronic pain. Yes, it was going to kind of hang around for a while. But I realized that I could still have fun. I could still have a life. And you know what? That's when I discovered that fun is fuel. Fun is fuel because, guess what? When I started focusing on fun, I started to build up my energy. I started to gain more courage. I started to follow my passions. And then pain, although it's always kind of there in the background, started taking on a smaller role in my life. It was no longer my focus.
All right, so for all those years, I was looking at my dad as an excuse for the behavior that I had. Right? Of course, I have to drink. My dad was drinking all the time. Of course I gotta cheat. He was cheating on my mom all the time. But what I realized after that is that it doesn't matter where I came from, that was not my fault. But what I ended up as an adult afterwards, that's totally my fault.
Through that, I became a hairstylist, began to love it because of the connection with people and the way that I can make a difference in people's lives daily. Showing them that not only their beauty from the inside was important, but also showing who you are on the outside, exposing yourself to the world and showing the world that you really do care and you can make a difference. Everybody has a story. And if you come together and unite, then the world would be a much better place.
So how could that marriage succeed when I didn't know who I was, right? And I had to go back and realize that when I was a child and I started school, I was bullied, I was made fun of. And that scarred me for the rest of my life, and I was on a path of always being accepted and never being rejected. And lucky for me, I didn't do gangs and violence and things like that. I went on to give to others to be accepted. But that flip side of the coin made me go on to the point where it made me not who I was.
And it was one of those moments. I said, what if it all fails? And he looked at me and he said, what if it doesn't? Okay, there's that rug right underneath, out from underneath me. Like, how dare he be positive about this? I was looking for validation. I was looking for reasons not to do it.
He was walking out the door and I said, hey, Dad. So, is it there? He looks at me, he turns around, and he smiles, and he says, yes. And then he walks out. That was it. The only time I ever thought. I wish in my life that everybody in this world gets to experience the death of a family member like that.